भूल गए। तुलसी लेकर sit down. गोपीप्रिया जना राधिका रमण भुवन सुंदर गोपीप्रिया राधिका भुवन सुंदर स्पून आपके पैरों के लिए
टाइम 5:55।
कितने बजे? 6:30। रेडी 6:30 बजे रेडी रहेंगे सुपर। हाँ
ये सुनो फ्रॉम दामोदर को
और कोई बुक्स सर में पास हो yes bro yes it's from the bookmark yes कार्तिक व्रत दामोदर लीला आपश्यति इति कृष्णः Sri Krishna is all attractive. The scriptures describe that Lord Brahma has 50 qualities. Each and every living entity possesses a part of these 50 qualities of Brahma. Lord Shiva has 5 more qualities than Brahma, giving him a total of 55 qualities. Lord Narayana has 5 more qualities than Lord Shiva. But Lord Sri Krishna is the supreme, having extra 4 qualities that are unique only to him. These 4 qualities are Rupa Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, and Prema Priya Adhikya. Lord Sri Krishna is most famous for his incredibly sweet pastimes. In fact, Lord Sri Krishna displays unlimited nectarian pastimes which attract every living entity. He is so beautiful that he becomes attracted by his own beauty. His beauty has thus been described as Atma Paryanta Sarvachittahara, which means he is so attractive that he attracts the hearts of everybody, including even his own heart. Among the unlimited pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna, his Damodar Bandhana pastime is very unique. Srila Sukdev Goswami has described this pastime in Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. Among the unlimited pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna, his Dham abundant pastime is very unique. Srila Sukdev Goswami has described this pastime in Srimad Bhagavatam in great ecstasy, and many Gaudiya Acharyas has given a variety of beautiful purports on this description. The following article has been prepared on this Dham Bandhana pastime based on description in Srimad Bhagavatam, the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the commentary of Srila Jiva Goswami, and from the description in Gopala Champu. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Sukdev Goswami begins his description of the pastime of binding Krishna by Mother Yashoda by using the first word Ekada. Ekada grahadasheshu Yashodananda Gehini. In Sanskrit, Da means time. It is used in words like Sarvada, Ekada, Yada, Kada. Ekada means at one time. Yada means at some time. Kada means at which time. And Sarvada means at all times. As mentioned, Ekada means at one time or once upon a time. But when is this once upon a time? This pastime of Lord Krishna took place when he was in Gokul Mahavan. We know that Lord Sri Krishna appeared in Gokul Mahavan as the son of Mother Yashoda in the house of Nanda Maharaj. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, Sri Krishna remained there in Gokula for 3 years and 4 months. Following this period, Nanda Baba moved to a place on western bank of Yamuna called Chatikara in Vrindavan. Again, the Lord stayed there for 3 years and 4 months. From there, Nanda Baba moved to Dig, then Kamyavan, and finally settled at Nandagram. During his stay at these various places, the Lord exhibited many wonderful pastimes. This particular pastime took place while the Lord was in Gokula Mahavan before he was 3 years and 4 months old. After this pastime, yes. After this pastime, Nanda Baba, along with Sri Krishna and their associates, left Gokula Mahavan. This pastime took place during the month of Kartik, also known as Damodar month. The day was Deepavali, Amavasya day, just before the day of Govardhan Puja. Of course, at that time Govardhan Puja had not yet been introduced. The Vrajvasis were holding a big festival to worship Indradev. Everyone, including all the servants of house, was engaged in preparing for that Indra Puja festival. All the gopis were preparing the huge amount of butter needed for this festival. On this day, in the early morning, the joyful mother Yashoda saw that Krishna was sleeping with closed eyes, which were as beautiful as blue lotuses. Caressing him gently with her hand as he lay on the bed, she let him sleep. Slowly leaving his bedside, she left the room, quickly tying up her clothes to engage in the morning household chores, which started with churning yogurt. On that day, Rohini mounted a chariot with Balram and went to the house of Upananda, having received a special invitation. Mother Yashoda engaged herself in churning buttermilk for her darling Krishna. Her love for Krishna was so great that she could not bear the thought of her maidservant making butter for her dearest son. This was a service that only she could perform out of her deep affection for Krishna. She was also thinking, my son is also stealing butter from the houses of the other gopis. Therefore, I must make such a tasty butter that after eating the butter at home, he will surely stop his stealing. If the taste of my butter is supreme, then the butter at the houses or the other houses will seem bland and tasteless. Yes, Guru. The third reason that Mother Yashoda had for wanting to make the butter herself was that she would offer it to Lord Narayana for the well-being of her beloved child. Mother Yashoda is Ashraya or the shelter of a prema, and Sri Krishna is Vishaya or the object of prema. Mother Yashoda is the epitome of the parental loving relationship. Her name is Yashoda because she gave Yashaha, fame, to Krishna. What fame? Sri Krishna is famous for being controlled by his devotees. This he proved to everyone by allowing his mother to bind him with a rope around his belly. Da means giver. Yashaha means fame. Mother Yashoda, the giver of Yashaha, of fame to Krishna. Therefore her name is Yashoda. In her unique love for Krishna, she displayed the most wonderful parental loving mellows. Mother Yashoda was expert in making butter. She began churning butter with great attention from very early in the morning, while Sri Krishna was still fast asleep inside the room. Mother Yashoda understood perfectly that she must churn the butter in the early morning because once Krishna was awake, he would certainly disturb the process. Mother Yashoda was therefore churning butter in the courtyard while Sri Krishna was sleeping, and thus she was not able to see Krishna. She was not able to see the beautiful face of Krishna and was feeling great separation from her dear son. In order to mitigate that feeling of separation, Mother Yashoda was meditating on the various pastimes of Sri Krishna and reciting sweet songs describing the pastimes which he had already exhibited. These songs had been composed by herself and the other ladies of Gokula. Mother Yashoda sang, O Tilak of family of Nanda, you are living in Vraja. Since the people here have performed hundreds of pious acts, you have given them great happiness. By witnessing your activities, the eyes become joyful. By the great festival arising from this bliss, you give bliss to all the cowherds. O King of Gokula, filled with the auspicious action of killing Putna, you engage in auspicious acts after overturning the cart, which destroyed the steadiness of our hearts. The Supreme Lord has brought you back after he killed the whirlwind demon. You crawl about in the beautiful yard. Lotus-eyed child, you are the greatest piety. You show the greatest skill at dancing and playing. You appear most attractive when you hold onto the cow's tail. You show false greed in arguing for fun with the elders. O Krishna, always give happiness to me, your mother. Stay in this house always. Please reveal your playful antics and quickly grow. You exhibited the potency of the Lord, causing astonishment in showing the universe within you. May your body remain without old age and death and become the cause of joy by worshipping the Lord. Her earrings shook and jingled harmoniously. Then her ankle bells and the golden belt around her waist also joined in, creating a beautiful melodious sound. It was as if an expert katal player was playing. As she was churning the yogurt, the churning rod went grud, 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 sounding like the expert mridanga player. In this way, Mother Yashoda had full accompaniment as she continued to sing about Krishna's glorious childhood pastimes. Srila Sukdev Goswami, overwhelmed by the great fortune of Yashoda and being very affectionate to her, described the beauty of Yashoda while she was churning butter. Those devotees who worship Krishna in parental loving relationship try to remember or meditate on this form of Yashoda while she churned butter. She is the person most qualified to be the mother of Krishna, being the epitome of parental loving relationship due to her high level of parental love, her qualities and form. Srila Sukadev describes the beauty of her body and her dress and the beauty of the movements of her body while she churned butter for Krishna with so much of love and affection. She was Subru, having beautiful eyebrows, and Pruthu Katita, which means her waist was broad. She was wearing a very finely woven yellow sari made of fabric prepared from the fire of Atasi tree. This tree is well known for producing an extremely fine thread. Her bodily color was shama. Around her waist, she wore a piece of cloth called mekhala. The bracelets on her wrists moved side to side, and her earrings swayed as she expertly churned butter for the Lord. Her eyebrows shifted expressively, reflecting her happiness.
6:10.
Due to the labor of churning butter, beads of perspiration decorated her face, and malati flowers fell to the ground from her head. In this way, she was nirmamantha, churning the yogurt. Her hands and body were engaged in this intense labor, parishrama, to make the makhan. Her tongue was singing the glories and pastimes of Krishna. Her ears were
मैं इंग्लिश में आज फोन नहीं उठाया इंग्लिश महाराज आपने बोला नहीं कि बुला लो अन्नी नहीं बुला ठीक नहीं बुलाना
her tongue was Her tongue was singing the glories and pastimes of Krishna. Her ears were engaged in hearing those songs, and her mind was remembering and meditating on how she would make the makhan to fit Krishna. This is the state of a perfect devotee, fully engaging mind, body, and intelligence in the service of Krishna. As Mother Yashoda was thus engaged in churning yogurt, Krishna woke up from his sleep. On this day, Krishna woke up earlier than usual. He was looking for his mother and thought, "Why is my not here with me on the bed?" Then he heard her singing in another room. He immediately thought, "What is wrong with her today? She is not worried about me at all. She has left me to start on her ordinary household duties." He was feeling very angry and was eager to enjoy drinking milk from his mother. Breathing heavily, stretching his limbs and rubbing his eyes, Lord Sri Krishna cried, "Mother, mother!" Hearing the sound of churning, he walked on faltering feet to his mother. The Lord was hungry. Here the question arises, how can Param Brahma, who is Atma Rama or self-satisfied, be hungry? Param Brahma is supposed to be self-satisfied. But here the Lord felt hungry and desired to drink milk from Mother Yashoda. This hunger was not like the hunger of ordinary people. This hunger was the hunger for love. This hunger had manifested within the Lord as an expression of parental loving relationship. The Lord wanted to give pleasure to Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda enjoyed seeing her baby approaching her with a desire to drink milk. To indicate his great desire to drink her milk, the Lord was sobbing as he made his way towards Yashoda, who was engaged in churning yogurt. He then caught hold of the churning rod and stopped his mother from churning yogurt, expressing his desire, "Oh mother, please stop churning yogurt and feed me milk." When Acharya has given his realization as to why Krishna stopped the churning, he stopped this churning to tell his mother, all the Gyanis are constantly reading and analyzing the scriptures, trying to extract the essence, just churning, churning, and churning. At last, they may approach me, for it is I who am the conclusion of all scriptures. Oh, my dear mother, you are already with me. So, what is the use of all this churning? We can analyze Upanishads, the Vedas, the Puranas, and the other Vedic scriptures. But what is their final conclusion? All the scriptures conclude that attaining Krishna is the highest goal of life, that Krishna is the son of Mother Yashoda. Why then would she have to do any churning? Why was she doing this unnecessary labor? For this reason, Sri Krishna stopped his mother from churning the yogurt. Mother Yashoda was pleased to see how her son had become so strong and intelligent, and he was trying to stop her by holding the churning rod. This increased her meditation on the qualities of Krishna and captured her mind. Just by seeing Krishna approaching her, torrents of milk began to flow from her breast due to her extreme parental love. In his eagerness, Krishna climbed onto the lap of Yashoda before she could pick him up. Krishna did not need to be invited on the lap of Mother Yashoda, as the lap of Yashoda was Krishna's own property. He also became very proud of himself. He thought to himself, how smart I am. I am stopped mother from her work and claim my right. Thinking in this way, he smiled. He smiled continuously, making his chubby cheeks more adorable. After climbing onto his mother's lap, Krishna began drinking the milk from her breast, which poured forth in excess due to her deep affection. Indeed, there was no need for Krishna to suck the breast of Mother Yashoda, as her milk flowed so freely. Krishna was certainly fortunate, as he could not consume the volume of milk produced by the love of his mother. When the milk flowed from Yashoda like monsoon rains, Krishna was like a chatak bird drinking those showers. Milk was overflowing from his mouth onto his cheeks. Mother Yashoda happily fed her dear son in this way, while absorbed in meditation on the beautiful blue face of the Lord, decorated with attractive white rivulets of her milk.
No.
As Krishna drank Mother Yashoda's breast milk, a transcendental competition began. Krishna's belly would not become satisfied, and Mother Yashoda's milk would not stop flowing due to her intense affection. The milk was endeavoring to completely satisfy Krishna, but Krishna can never be satiated with any amount of prema. So the milk continued to flow and Krishna continued to drink. In this way, she continued feeding him for a good long while, again becoming fully engrossed and losing all sense of time. The stove of her heating the milk was not far from Mother Yashoda, and she suddenly realized that the milk was boiling over and falling into the fire. In her desire to prevent the fire from consuming the pot of precious milk, Mother Yashoda placed Krishna on the ground and quickly ran to the stove. She wasn't able to carry Krishna as she had to move extremely fast and feared dropping her darling son, who had not finished drinking her milk and was certainly not yet satisfied. One may question, how can Mother Yashoda leave Krishna like this, depriving him of her milk? Yashoda is the epitome of Vatsalya Rasa. Her love for Krishna knows no limits. She is the spotless example of love for her child. However, she still left him just to save a little milk. Was there a lack of milk in the house? Nanda Maharaj had 9 lakh cows. They must have given so much milk. Thank you.
6:20
Just to save a little milk on stove. How could Mother Yashoda leave her most darling child on the ground, causing him so much distress? She left Krishna to save the milk because this milk was very special and meant for the service of Krishna. Yashoda loved Krishna so much that she would select special cows for the herds and take care of them personally, feeding them the best grasses to produce the sweetest milk. Yashoda would personally milk those cows and carefully boil the milk to feed Krishna. Her worry was that if this milk was spoiled, then what would her beloved Krishna drink? Having this higher principle of serving Krishna in mind, Mother Yashoda made the difficult decision to leave him on the ground, even before he had finished relishing her milk. In this regard, the Gopal Champu describes his parents thought, "This is my son's," and from birth had possessiveness with complete disregard for their own bodies and house. Brahma has said the following concerning all the people of Raja, what to speak of Lord Krishna's parents. So, what is left for you to give those devotees of Vrindavan? So, what is left for you to give these devotees of Vrindavan, whose homes, wealth, friends, dear relations, bodies, children, and very lives and hearts are all dedicated only to you? Since the milk and yogurt were for Krishna, they were even more attractive than Krishna. This is special nature of her love. This was her way of thinking. Enduring great difficulties, she was not aware of her household chores that should be done. She thought more of Krishna as her son than her body and house. Making Krishna the object of her compassion, she thought that her duty was to serve Krishna. Krishna also understood that her scolding and punishment were her show of affection. What more can be said of her affectionate caring for him? On this point, our acharyas have made a comparison between Mustika and Chanur and Mother Yashoda. Mustika and Chanur fought with Krishna, who being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was simply enjoying the wrestling with them. Thus Mustika and Chanura were giving the pleasure of wrestling to the Lord by fighting with them. On the other hand, Mother Yashoda made the Lord dissatisfied and angry by leaving him on the ground and depriving him of her milk. It appears that Mustika and Chanura were pleasing the Lord and Mother Yashoda was upsetting the Lord. How is it then that Mother Yashoda is the greatest devotee and Mustika and Chanura were demons? The reason is, the Lord is always in bliss. As Param Brahma, He is Anandam Brahma. He is Anandamayo Abhyasa. He is ever blissful. He is Aptakama and thus ever satisfied. He never feels any pain or dissatisfaction. Even when Mustik and Chanu were punching him, the Lord was feeling pleasure. Similarly, when the Lord appeared in his tortoise form, the demons and demigods placed the Mandala mountain on his back to churn the milk ocean. It appears as though this would have been a great endeavor for the Lord, but it was actually effortless for him. The Lord was enjoying holding this great mountain and felt a pleasurable scratching sensation as the demigods and demons churned the milk ocean by rotating the huge mountain on his back. Similarly, the punching of these two demons gave pleasure to the Lord in the form of wrestling. In fact, whatever one does to the Lord, he simply enjoys. For him, there is no suffering. He is Anandam Brahma, Anandamayo Abhyasat, Kevala Ananda Kanda. What is most important in one's interactions with the Lord is one's consciousness. Although Mustika and Chanura were giving pleasure to the Lord by wrestling with him, they were still demons due to their acting with demoniac consciousness. Their motive was not to give pleasure to the Lord, but rather to cause him harm, reflecting an unfavorable mood or pratikula bhava. On the other hand, Mother Yashoda's act of leaving the Lord on the ground, depriving him of drinking milk, and making him angry was done with a favorable mood and service attitude. Mother Yashoda ran to save the milk because it was very special milk meant for Krishna to drink. There was a higher purpose in a favorable mood of serving Krishna. Mother Yashoda was thinking, if that milk is spoiled, then what will my baby Krishna drink? Thus, she had great concern for the Lord, and her favorable mood was expressed in this way. As the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu says, Anukullena Krishna Anushilanam Bhakti Uttama. Krishna is Bhavagrahi Janardhana. He accepts the bhav or mood of the devotees. Thus, even if outwardly it looks like Krishna was dissatisfied and angry, still, in truth, he was pleased and enjoyed the parental loving relationship. When Mother Yashoda went to take the milk off the fire, she spoke to Krishna in joy. Yes, ma'am.
चलिए डालो जी बैठिए ना वो हम ले लेते हैं हाँ मिले थे आज सुबह पूछ रहे थे कब तक है क्या है
क्यों इस बताएंगे बोल रहे हैं?
मैं बुलाए हैं मुझे आप बता दीजिए बोलिए कितने बजे उड़ा
बिट्स लेने हैं क्या? बिट्स लेने
हाँ पूछ लिया अभी लेंगे
around 19. So it's better to take some. It's better.
हाँ इधर इधर
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Shall we take this for chanting?
अभी करने के गुरुवार चाबी लेनी चाबी लेना गुरुवार
और है ये दे दीजिए ये लगा
Oh, sorry. पिछली बार तो
दिया ये वाला आरती अच्छा है बत्ती का, वो कनेक्शन भी नहीं है ना, तो कपूर में क्या धुआं उठता है।
लेकिन कपूर तो नियम है ना,
कपूर
कपूर आरती करना तो नियम है ना शास्त्र में।
कपूर तो इसमें
ऐसा थोड़ी है, कपूर होना चाहिए।
हाँ?
ज्यादातर बत्ती इसका बनता है।
घी का होना चाहिए, घी का
कपूर का आरती तो एक होना चाहिए ना।
बट ऐसा कोई नियम नहीं है।
नियम है ना,
शास्त्र में लिखा हुआ है।
मंदिर में नियम है ना, हर मंदिर में इसका नियम है एक का।
कपूर का तो होता ही है, बट नियम है क्यों रखा नहीं है?
नियम के बिना थोड़ी होगा।
तो स्टैंडर्ड सेट हो जाता है ना कि
नहीं नहीं, ऐसा कोई अपना
तीन चार
स्टैंडर्ड
का
अपने आप को थोड़ी कर सकते हैं standard। अगर अपने आप करते तो बंद हो जाता है।
मेन आरती राजभोग सुबह में भी होता है क्या?
राजभोग, सिर्फ राजभोग।
मैंने सिर्फ राजभोग में दो
यहाँ तो राजभोग नहीं होता, इसलिए अभी करेंगे।
यहाँ तो कुछ भी कर देंगे।
एक आरती तो कपूर का होता है। पूरे राजभोग में ही होता है।
हाँ।
प्रशांत है? हरे कृष्ण। राम राम। राम राम। वॉक करने में